Hello Wolfpack, this is video number 78. In this video I'd like to discuss my recent EDC purchases. I'll be talking specifically about this. This is the VanQuest PPM Huge 2.0 Personal Pocket Maximizer. I purchased this along with a lot of other pouches for the Black Friday sales 2018. I will be doing a comparison of this pouch versus the Maxpedition pouches in a later video, but I want to specifically talk about this pouch and its features. I'll also be explaining how I rate this as far as its manufacturing as well as the practicality of it. I'll start off with giving you the measurements of it though. Through the can and note method. If you don't understand that method, please go see my Maxpedition M1 pouch review, and that should explain it. So roughly the pouch is 2.5 cans long, roughly 2 cans wide, and roughly about just under half a can deep. So for the measurements of the notes, you've got 1, 2, nearly three notes long. 1, 2 and a bit notes wide, so just a tiny little bit more, about a finger width. And deep, we've got roughly to the Queen's shoulder. So God save the Queen. At the top, you've got a hook and loop or a Velcro section. You've got this slide-in pocket with a Velcro. I will be honest that I really don't like these pockets on any of the pouches for Maxpedition or VanQuest. When the pouch is filled up, I've come to find that you just can't slide your hand in. So I really personally, for me, find these useless. You've got a double zip pull, which I believe to be YKK, 8RCT, that's what it says, zippers. I don't know whether you can see that or not. So that's the front part. Now, on the left-hand side, one thing I love about the VanQuest is the layout of the pouches when compared to Maxpedition, because it always goes across from left to right. Some pouches you'll get from left to right on this side, and you'll have to rotate the pouch on the other, and I just don't like that. I don't like having to have to turn the pouch. On the left hand side, you've got a little loop at the top. You've got a slide pocket here. You've got 2 straps here, one to hold 3 items, and a 4 items on top. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items on the top. My bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, and you've got 4 more down here on the second strap. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice on these that the stitching is not aligned with each other. All right, they're actually staggered. Maybe these bottom ones are aligned with an extra stitch, but up here they don't match, simply because I think they want you to spread out the items. So that's not a manufacturing issue, that's by design. No grommet, just or center strap here in the middle. On the right hand side, you've got a key lanyard. Now this is another thing that I love about the VanQuest ones. Now when I say I love VanQuest, I'm not picking Maxpedition or VanQuest one over the other. Each one has their own very, very good features, and when I do a comparison of these 2 pouches, I'll explain exactly why I like each one and which one's preferred for a specific aspect. So removable key lanyard with a little loop at the top. Love that idea, I think that's brilliant. You got a little slip pocket, as well as some branding up here. 2 more straps, holding 3 at the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5 items on the top strap. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the second strap down the third strap down the bottom. So I'm having a real trouble getting this video out today, Wolfpack. I'm struggling a little bit. So with that, on the back, you've got your standard backing. In all the pouches that I've seen so far for Vanquist, they all have the same backing. You've got your pull handle with the non-box stitched handle, so it's only on the top and bottom. Molly webbing, and I still don't know what these are for. I've looked around the web, but I just don't know. If you guys know, let me know. As far as manufacturing for this particular pouch, I really I haven't had any issues with this one. There are the standard issue minor things when it comes to this, and what I mean by that is that these items are not tied off properly, or maybe not tied off, but they seem to be left over. You know, they're not really cleaned up, tidied up. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Just stuff like that all over the place. Just the tidy little things, you know, to tidy things up. Just whereas Maxpedition, right, you don't see any of this at all. I don't know why. They must have a different quality control. So it still rates very high. There's no major issues with it. It's just me being a little bit pedantic as far as what I'm looking for. Still a high quality manufacturing for me anyway. I mean, I've just received them. I haven't put any gear into it. I'll be able to give you a better description of how well it's performed later, you know, in a year or so. But whether it falls apart or something because of this stitching, I have no idea. Truth be known, it'll last me a long time. Now, as far as practicality, as I mentioned, I haven't been able to put any gear in it, but I'm pretty sure based on this layout, it looks incredibly practical as far as loading items, because these items are not aligned so that you can fit more items into it. Also, you seem to be able to, with this extra strap, fit more items into it compared to an equivalent Maxpedition pouch. But that's just my thought on the matter. As I use and test this a little bit more, I'll let you guys know. So, manufacturing rating is a high, and a practicality is a high. One thing about this is that this looks square. There doesn't seem to be an issue. If you notice in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that it looks off center, whereas this one doesn't. So I don't know whether you guys can see that in this video and compare it to another one. Yeah. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. I don't promise to answer them straight away. Yeah. Respect who you are, respect where you come from, advance Australia fair, and respect, honour and pride. See you, Wolfpack. Bye.